Hello. Thank you for joining me. Thought I'd hop on here real quick. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but my hair is a hot mess right now. So let me just throw it back up. It's going to be, but my hair is a hot mess right now. So forgot to turn my volume off on my iPad. So today is the first day that my head hasn't felt like a balloon. I've been sick since Sunday night, I think. We went to the 127 Friday, Saturday. Felt fine. I mean, it was hot. We were in and out of the car. There wasn't a whole lot of people. Felt fine. Sunday, we had a family, barbecue pool party. Swam. That night, started feeling like super tired. However, I thought it was just due to being outside, and not getting enough sleep from, going to that many sales in and out of the car, swimming all day, being outside. So I came home from the pool party. I was freezing cold, mainly because Gino, I had my swimsuit on, and then when we were done swimming, I put my clothes on, and me and his cousin were sitting there, and there was still a lot of people in the pool, and we were sitting there alongside the pool, and Gino pushed us in our clothes, so we had no dry clothes. So air conditioning in a car, I should have known right then something, like I was freezing cold when I got home. Came home, took a shower, put my jammies on, and I was like out the whole night. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna see how I feel in the morning, because Sunday night I wasn't feeling well. Monday I was like, there's no way. I couldn't even go into work. My alarm went off, and I was like, I had no energy. I could barely move. I just wanted to sleep. I didn't feel good. I felt super nauseous. Hi, Bug. Um, so I called in on Monday, and I think I just slept. I don't even remember. That day was a blur. Tuesday, same thing. Didn't make it into work. Slept the whole day. Wednesday, I was like, I need to go back to work. I work remotely. I'm going to see if I can do this. Well, it was a miserable day, to say the least. I made it through the day, barely. It's nice that I have that break in the middle of the day, because I came up and um, slept, and we had some visitors come over, so which probably wasn't a good thing. And we had visitors come over. Was it Sunday? Oh my God, I can't even remember. It's all a blur. So I don't know where I encountered it, but I got a bug somewhere, and it wasn't you, Bug. It was a bug. And so then Wednesday, I worked. I had NyQuil and a cheese stick for dinner. I was out. And then Thursday, felt a little bit better. Oh man, heat exhaustion, huh? It's no joke. I don't know what I have. Mine is tickle in my throat, kept making me cough, and then my ribs. Oh my God, my ribs were so sore. Nausea, no energy. Like I just wanted to sleep. My eyeballs hurt, like my literal eyeballs, and like above my eyes, and then my ears were itchy. So I think it was like a allergy related thing. I don't know. It was a mess. So now I'm on the upswing now. I still get like a little nausea. I need to sit down and take a break sometimes, but I needed to get stuff done down here, because we had all this hauls down here and stuff. So I'm going to be busy doing that, but I didn't even finish out my day today. I just took it easy um, for it today, and then hopefully over the weekend. We're supposed to go to a baby shower tomorrow. He's supposed to go to a diaper party. Now Gino's sick. He's got the start of it. His is different than mine, though. He has a sore throat. I never had a sore throat. And he's got a headache. I didn't have a headache, just my eyeballs. So it's different things. Oh, no, I didn't. I toughed it out. NyQuil, DayQuil. and lots of Coca-Cola. No, just kidding. A cheese stick here and there. I did have a bit of McDonald's today, and I almost made it through. Like, I got halfway through the meal and I was full. So I don't really have much of an appetite, but I'm super thirsty. Um, his mom's she's got a sore throat. I don't know what's going around because that's totally different than what I have. So, and I heard there's a bunch of bugs out there. So, but I feel pretty good today. So, my goodness. Well, I hope everybody's, not getting sick and staying healthy because it is no fun. But I had so many different hauls down here. I had to get stuff sorted. I threw some stuff away. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Bree. Hi, Bug. Hi, Lena. I did email people back about some items. Now, again, I just looked it up real quick on eBay. Prices are negotiable. If I can wiggle on it, I will. But I sent those out to everybody that I remembered. I looked at my emails and stuff because I was way behind on those. So hopefully I got everyone. If I didn't respond, shoot me another email because I've forgotten about it or opened it and deleted it. I don't know. I do have one box of stuff here that I haven't gone through yet, and I think it's a bunch of paper stuff. So we're going to go through it together. And if you saw anything from any one of my previous hauls from last week, I'm going to sneeze. Just shoot me an email. I'll let you know if it's still available. I'm going to have to be doing an ephemera sale and a book sale very soon because I'm overflowing with those items. Yeah, and if anybody, I need some help figuring out what this thing is because I bought this at the 127. Got a beautiful lady on top. If anybody knows what this is, it's 2 pieces and it's copper, I think. Let me know. Gino's like, what are you going to do with that? I was like, I don't know. I just really like the lady on the top. So I bought it. I'm like one of those people that buy stuff just in the checkout stand, impulse buyer. That's what I am. It's not a hat. It is not. I'm not going to put that on my head. My poof will not allow it. Tomorrow I might actually curl my hair. An Italian drip fountain. It's a little smushed on the top. I thought it was like a samovar or something like that, but I don't know. Usually there's a spout with those. So who knows? Hi, Christy. It does look Turkish. It's a very interesting piece. I paid $20 for it. So, I don't have a lot of money invested in it, but it would be nice to figure out what it is. All right, so we're going to go through some of the items that I picked up. A lot of paper stuff. I don't even know what's in here. I did grab some of these ornament kits. I think I have 4 of them. If I can get them out. Good Lord. Yeah, these are ornament kits. I got 2 of the frosted ice ones. The pin kits are these from 1972. So we have 2 of the frosted ice, the silver. And these are a little dusty. Samovar. Yeah. I think it's something for tea or something. I don't know. But there's usually a spout. It might be missing a piece. I don't know. If anything, possible garden art, right? So we got 2 of the silver, and then we have 2 of the sparkler ornament style. And these are from 1972 as well, still in their original boxes here. Those were fun. We got some vintage Hallmark Santa cups here. They were $1.50. Does it have a year? I buy the weirdest stuff, guys. I know. But these are little Hallmark Santa cups. I don't see a year on here. Maybe it's on the bottom. Probably 70s or 80s. Made in USA. Hallmark cards. Doesn't have a year. Those prices is probably 80s. Right? Vintage nut cups can sell very well. I picked up these. They're just the expandable ones. This one's open. I just threw them in there too. I know some people use these for crafting and stuff, so grab them. I think I would buy all the weird stuff that other people leave behind, apparently. These are fun. Let me see. Will they stick on here? Oh, they will. Let me stick them on here and I'll show them to you. I had a whole family of them. Hey there. Here we go. Get you right there. We got the anthropomorphic fruit and veggie magnets here. They look very excited. Onion looks a little bit freaked out. He's like, just like that. You see the resemblance between me and him? I look just like the Onion. Look at him. That was pretty good. That was pretty funny. So we have anthropomorphic little magnets. Why not? I grabbed this My Baking Mixes advertising metal pan. What I was thinking is you could almost do a Christmas scene in there with snow and like little, you know, people in there and stuff, like a little scene. And it's kind of neat that it has advertising in the back. You could flip it like this and use it as a riser, or you could use it to bake in. I mean, it's up to you. These are little mini tart tins. They're little tiny ones. They're so cute. We have 3 of the little heart ones. Look how little. They're so little. And then we got some bunny rabbits. Oh, wait, no. These are bunny rabbits. Wait. Oh, okay. There's 3 ducks and 3 bunnies. These are what the bunnies look like. Aren't they cute? They're teeny tiny. And then we got the little duckies. There's 3 duckies too. 3 little duckies. Teeny tiny. These I thought were cool. These are old. But I liked how it said 1, 2, 3. They're just vintage blocks. I know these people that were checking me out were probably like, why is she buying this stuff? They're probably thinking, what the heck? But I bought these specifically because I like the graphic on the blocks for the 1, 2, 3 vintage blocks. They're just vintage wooden blocks, but I like that graphic there. Ooh, it says JKC on top. I don't know what that means, but it means something. I got a whole bunch of party invitations, and I know somebody likes party invitations, and I think that person's in here right now. I got some weird stuff now that I'm looking in there. I don't even know. These are vintage party invites for Hallmark. 8 for $1. What year are these? No one knows. They're still in the package though. That reminds me of Strawberry Shortcake's cat. And then we got 2 of these. You're invited to open house. Still in the package. You're invited to a party. Woodline mail service. 49 cents. These are old. I did get a bunch of cards, if I remember right. Thought I had more. I don't know. We'll have a jolly good time. Those are still in the package. Party invites. They were 60 cents. Gibson greeting. So we got some party invites. Very exciting. We have an applique from Kmart of a clown. Still in the package. I thought these buttons were really cool. Never seen a button like that. And it was bright yellow. They're balls. They're from Woolco. Woolco. I'm not even kidding you guys. Woolco. It's fun to drink up with Mickey. Does this have a year? No. Got the vintage Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Happy Straws. Remember drinking out of these when you were younger? These are probably from like the 70s, I would guess. They're from Hills, which is a local department store that used to be around. Best Made Needles. A needle book with some kitty cats on it. Those are cute. I haven't seen this cat one before. No, I haven't. What's news, pussycat? They wrote stuff on the back. So this is different kitty cat paper. I know for junk journaling, people like this. This is what she wrote on the back. For Shauna, personally, I think you're kind of nice. I'm not up to scratch. And then for Mother, what's new, pussycat? I like you. You're the cat's pajamas. I think of you more than a litter bit. Kevin and Peg, purpose. I like ya. I don't know. But this is a bunch of cat stationery, different ones that you can use in your junk journal or whatever you want to use it for. I know somebody in here right now uses these seal and send letters. And this is a new old stock. This is totally 80s. It just gives me 80s vibes. New in the package. These are rainbow balloons. They come with seals. You fold them up. Look at, they're smooching in the hot air balloon with the puppy. So we got that. I got the Atomic Needle book. Now there is a little bit of damage to this one, but I grabbed it anyway. I didn't want to leave it behind. So forgot to mention, for everything that I'm going to show you, I paid $30 for the whole box. $30. Beverage napkins. And these are the cutest. I want to say this is like shirt tails or something like that. Happy New Year. And look at him. How cute would that napkin be used? That graphic on, when you peel it and use it for decoupage on like a little party horn or something. I thought it was really cute with some like peppermint paper around it too. That's what I envisioned. I got a weird bag of pumpkin light covers. Probably from the 80s. I don't know. Figured somebody might want those or to craft with. We got some kitty cat stationery here with the pen. I don't know where the lid to the box went. But I did get the cards and the pen. I think the envelopes are in here too. Yeah, the envelopes are in here too. Did you get all the cards? The pen is really cute too. Grabbed it. I was crawling around on the floor. Yes, I was. Okay, this is probably the weirdest thing I bought, which is not surprising. But I got 2 boxes of these Lily refill cups. They're the vintage cup refills. Lily Tulip. Oh, this one. Let's see what we have. Oh, they're all different cool, groovy colors. Of the 70s. What year are these from? Oh my gosh, these are made in Toledo, Ohio, which is really weird. These are definitely 70s. New old stock. 1970s Lily Tulip cups. I like the designs on them. They're pretty fun, right? Don't know what anybody would use them for unless they have one of those vintage cup things, dispensers. Then it would be really cute. Or if you have a vintage bathroom to put a couple stacks in there would be cute. I don't know. I buy weird stuff. I told you. Na, 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 na. I apparently grabbed some cupcake cups. Don't know. Don't remember grabbing those. No, I don't. Got a whole bunch of different birthday candles. And I don't know where the... There it is. I was going to say, I thought that one was complete. This is like a little set. I don't know how old these are, but I grabbed them. Durkee Foods. I don't know, probably 90s. Deca cake. We have Advertised in Life magazine crest candles. We got 2 different colors of those. Dripless smokeless candles. But my favorite candles are these. And they say they're peppermint scented. They're fairy candles. Those are so cool. I won't be shipping any candles anytime soon though, because I don't want to ship a bunch of warm wax. It's just going to melt. My gosh, my hair is so flat. Really wanted a Coca-Cola, but I didn't have any cold. So we're dealing with this. I don't know what that is. I found a micro mosaic trinket box. It is marked Italy, I believe. Yeah, made in Italy. Been buying a bunch of the micro mosaic stuff. It does have its Italy mark right there. And it's just beautiful. Love it. Bronze powder. This is a glass, I think it's a glass tube. I think this is one of those like you rub it on glass tube of like for crafting and stuff. Bronze powder. A glass vial of it. Okay, I got a whole bunch of greeting cards here. I don't know what's in here. I was just kind of grabbing stuff. That box is empty. So this is the first box here. We're going to open up. Let's see what's in here. There's a rubber band stuck to that side. A bunch of these small Christmas cards. And then a bunch of these style. Happy birthday wish. These got like the old glitter. Like the old mica style glitter. Sugared, I guess the sugared card. Parchment jewels. Does it have a year? I did see a year. But I will show you. You can see that glitter on there, the sugar. Sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Sugar, oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl. I didn't show that one very good. And you got me wanting you. Bum, bum, bum. So, those. Grab this box here. This looks like a hodgepodge. Very 70s style. There's a few of these cat ones. We got a little chicky chick. Laid up for repairs. Some Christmas. And these look like they are get well style cards with the envelopes here. Again with the sugar on them. You see it? I mean, whose grandma didn't have a box of cards like this with the sugared florals and landscapes and stuff like that? So you're getting a whole bunch of different floral cards here. All sugared. All sugar. Ooh, honey, honey. You are my candy girl. You got me wanting you. These. Got a bunch of cards like this. Very 70s. Big stack of those. I won't go through them all. And then these are, oh, thinking of you. Hello. Little girl ones, a whole bunch of those. Those cards. So if you're into vintage greeting cards and you see any you're interested in or box, just let me know. So the greeting cards. I was looking at these records. The one record there, there was a series of them. It was like, it was a little boy on there, and it said, "I got a rocket in my pocket." And I was like looking at it, and the guy, one of the guys was there that was running the sale. I said, "This is kind of weird for a children's record." And he's like, what? And I held it up and I was like, he's got a rocket in his pocket. And the guy was like, he didn't know what to say. It was like, okay. This is from 1958. I bought it for Halloween. It's going to display nicely. I've never seen this one before. It's the, is it a 35? Is that what they're called? A 33. It's 33, right? Not a 35. This is Georgie's Halloween. It is double-sided. So it's got, I believe it's the book on record. 1958 on this one, but this is going to make a really cool backdrop in somebody's vignette for Halloween for sure. And the other one, I have to get the sticker off of here. It's the original price sticker. I guess I could leave it on there, but when you wish upon a star in the wishing pond, I don't know. I liked the graphic on it. You can see it was originally 27 cents. Love the graphic on the back as well. It's a 45. A 45. What did I say? A 33? That's probably not right. Who knows? I don't know my records, apparently. And then he threw in, well, I don't know what he charged me for these sleeves. I grabbed these two because what I was thinking is, can you imagine doing a junk journal and mounting this, and then it's an instant pocket for you in your junk journal to put stuff in. You could even put something in the hole in the middle, like a picture, or write something and put it in there and then use the pocket. So I thought these would come in handy for a junk journal. They're vintage, probably from like the 40s, I would say. But I thought they were cute. Boop. And let's play with fingers. Let's play with fingers. This book, I think, is from the 30s. 1948. 1948. Whitman Publishing. Noisy Ghosts. Great graphics in this book. It's in really good condition. It has its dust cover still. And it's by Florence Gillette Sumner. I don't know if it's teaching like, no, I don't think that is. I don't know what it's teaching you. It's let's play with fingers. Hey, let's do it. What do you say? Let's just do it. Then I picked up 2 Christmas books. We got the Santa Claus book here. I've never seen this one. Full color inside. It's a Santa Claus book. I think this was 1952. Yeah, it's 1952. It's got all different kinds of stuff in here. I just thought somebody would want it for their Christmas collection. And the other one's a little rough on the outside, but still there. The Golden Christmas book. And that's a big golden book too, that one. This one's super cute as well. Look at the angels inside. Hanging up their mercury glass beads. Look at this inside cover. Isn't that cute? When is this from? 1947. And this one's black and white and color. I always try to pick up the old Christmas books when I see them, just in case anybody wants to add them to their collection. So that is everything that I got And everything was $30 total for the box, which I don't think was too bad. I mean, what is your favorite thing that you saw? Wipe all that dust off, for goodness sakes. You like the noisy ghost? Do I have price on the Christmas book? Which one? I have 2 there. Boop and boop. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I haven't looked anything up. But if you're interested in one, I can set it aside and get you a price. This one is the one you're interested in. Okay. I can get you a price and send you an email. Unless you want to look it up. You want to look it up on eBay and see what the sold comps are on it, and then we can figure it out from there. Or I can get back with you on a price. You love the old greeting cards? Yeah, there's some cute ones there. I have this, I bought this seed thing here, and I thought it would be really cute to display some greeting cards in there, but it's this seed thing I actually bought for Halloween because I thought with the bright orange color it'd be kind of cool to display some stuff in there, but I have to find a place to put it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. So yes, I think my favorite thing are between the fairy candles and the little wooden blocks, because I really like oh look, it says, see how it says 1 2 3? It also says Abby. So yeah, also I was going through stuff, and I don't know if I showed this, but this is an old Atlas jar, and I have to look this one up. I've never seen one this small. Look at the top. The top's pretty corroded. I did rinse it out, and there's a hole in the top like it was made for a bank. So I'm not sure on this. But this little mason jar is adorable. I'll have to find something fun. You know what might look cute is in there is little candles or something. Since I have all these little candles, might look cute in there. Let me check and see. Yeah, the fairy candles are really cute. So what's everybody up to this weekend? Anything fun? Exciting? I'm supposed to go to a baby shower tomorrow. I have all these clothes, and the jar's cute too. Yeah, I have all these baby clothes that I've been buying. Every time I see a sale, whether I'm at Kohl's or wherever, I see a sale on them, I'm grabbing them. So I have a huge pile upstairs of baby clothes. I was super excited to go, but now I don't know if I want to, because I don't know if I'm like fully over my bug. So I don't know. I don't know if I will. I just have to see how I feel tomorrow. There's not enough of them to fit in there. That doesn't look good in there, in the jar. You're organizing your office and hanging pictures. Well, where's Barry at? Where'd he go? Is he doing something with cars? Is he coming to Ohio? Can I fill up the back of his truck? Here comes trouble. He literally is freezing right now and has a sweatshirt on because he has the chills. But he's not feeling good, guys, so you have to tell him feel better. You want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, everybody. You like doggy doo-doo?
Big Pomona swap meet. Oh. I'm sure he's loving it. It's got a probably a big empty truck, huh? Fill up. My hair is really bothering me. Hello? What do you say?
I know you're not talking to me.
Yeah, I am.
Not like that, you ain't.
Oh, yes, I am.
Your ass be out on the street.
Who you talking to?
You.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's selling. Okay. So he wants to come home with an empty truck. I gotcha. That's even better, huh? Oh my gosh. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. My hair is jacked up. I know. I didn't do my hair today because I just haven't felt good. First off, my hair is flat. Okay. Ah! Why did you do that? You almost gave me a seizure. Oh my God. It's 6 here and I'm ready for bed. Heck yeah. It's been a week, man. And I pretty much slept all the time. I could just sleep. And sleep some more. But then I feel like I've wasted, because it's bothered me all week. I knew that people had messaged me about stuff and I didn't come in the basement at all. And it was just a mess down here. And then, oh my God. Where were we at? I think we were at the 127 sale. And it was the second day. So we had all this stuff down here from the first day. And his sister came over to check on his mom. And there's family in town from California. And Gino's nephew's wife, she had a work meeting. And so she's like, I'll just do the work meeting at Lorianne and Gino's house since they're not there. She decided to do her work meeting right here at my YouTube station with all of the weird stuff that I had behind me. I mean, there was stuff everywhere. And I guess people were just like really into it. They were like, what is that? What is that? So she's grabbing stuff down from up here and showing it and all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, oh, she has a YouTube channel. You should go join her YouTube channel. And my gosh. I always get embarrassed when that happens, though. We're out somewhere and Gina will be like, oh, she's on YouTube. You should join it. And then it'll be like the most random. Like, it's not even somebody that is into vintage. It's like the guy that's like fertilizing the lawn. Like, we're out somewhere. Oh, yeah, she sells on YouTube. You guys should watch. It's like, he doesn't care. Why are you telling him that? Oh, my gosh. Hi, Betty. I don't think I'm 100%, but I'm better. And guess what? I found the sparkler box. However, I don't think I can ship that. Can I? I don't think I can. I know he's going to say something. He don't even let me ship matches. I don't think we can ship fireworks. And there's sparklers in the box. I'm like getting better. He's sick now, and his mom is starting to get sick. But their symptoms are different than what I had. So mine, I think, is allergy related. Itchy ears, sinus above my eyes, my eyeballs literally hurt. To push on them, it hurts. the tickle in my throat, making me cough. And then oh my gosh, I had chills so bad the other night. My whole body was like, I couldn't control it. My whole body was shaking so bad. And so I kept pulling blankets on me. I was so cold. And then my dog curled up next to me, and I finally must have just fallen asleep. And then I woke up in the morning and I was just like sweating profusely. I'm like, how can you go from like chills to, oh, you just found out you couldn't sell arsenic on eBay. You were trying to? We gotta watch out for you, Jerry. Trying to sell some arsenic on there. And to get you a price on that book. But Gino has chills today. That's why he's got a sweatshirt on. Poor guy. In a vintage tin. Well, can you just empty the arsenic out? I don't know. That would make me nervous. I had somebody in Bug, I think it was you, that was interested in that tin that I had that I just picked up, and it said, I forget the name of it. I thought it was some chemical like thing, and I was like, oh man, because it's still in there, and I'm like, it's one of it's not the coffee or tea, it's the other one, the blue one. I'd have to walk over and look and see what it is. It's got some weird name on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is like something like arsenic or something. And it's like, I got to be careful touching the tin, because if we had arsenic in it, I wouldn't want to just touch it with my bare hand. So I'm thinking it's like something like that. I read the side label. It's it's to gargle with or rinse out the hoo-ha. So I was like, oh, okay, it's fine to touch it. You can gargle with it. But I was all paranoid that it was some chemical, but it's not. It's for like gargling and stuff. So it's safe to touch, I would assume. That's weird that you can't just sell the empty tin. You know what though? I tried to post. I have a bunch of Louis Vuitton packaging. I have the boxes, I have the dust bags, I have the empty bags, the big ones all the way to the little, different size boxes. I bought a whole Louis Vuitton lot from a sale, and it's just the packaging for it, right? The boxes and bags. I took a picture of it all laid out. I tried to post it on Marketplace, and they were like, absolutely not. This is not allowed. Not in those words, but they were like, this item is not allowed, and this is a good way basically to not be able to sell on Marketplace anymore. Like it sent me like a whole thing, and I was like, pretty sure it's just a paper bag. Like, it's not an actual Louis Vuitton. All the dust covers and stuff. But yeah, it won't let me sell any of that on Marketplace. I don't even know if I can sell it on eBay either, I would think. Really? Wait, you can't sell any Louis Vuitton, like, high-end bags on there? See, I haven't sold on eBay yet, and I was just thinking about this today. If I could get him to start listing stuff on eBay for me, I mean, I'll take care of packing stuff up, but I'm going to need his help, and getting him to do that is not easy. But I think listing on eBay would be good. I mean, I need to get him to list more stuff on Vamp too. I would rather put it on Vamp and have the fees and stuff go to, Misty and them, whereas rather than eBay, if I'm being honest, I'd rather pay Misty, right? But then he's like, well, this is only worth $20. It's not worth it to put it on. I'm like, it is, because that adds up. You know what I mean? But getting him to do that is another thing. I think you can mail the sparklers ground. I know you can mail matches ground. Isn't that weird, Buck? So now I have all this Louis Vuitton stuff. I don't know what to do with that. I guess they could bring it up in a it's on the whole lot, the dust bags and everything for $50, and it's a pretty cool um it's quite a bit of stuff. So if you're into that, let me know. I can show you. While I have you guys here, is there anything that you want to see or that you're interested in? Ow. I can let you know if it's available or if I'm going to hang on to it for a bit or that sort of thing. I had a good live sale on Vamp this week. Oh, you did? So you were able to go live? I have to do the onboarding for live. I haven't done it yet. We have our static stuff on there, but she said that you have to go through like a training or something before you can do a live sale. I'm going to go back and watch. What are you going to watch, Bug? What are you going to watch? I really think that arsenic tin would be really cool. And the way you collect those tins, I'm surprised you're not keeping that one. It seems like it would be a hard one to get because they're not able to buy them on eBay. So it's going to be a harder tin for someone to source. But maybe you could list that on Vamp. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, I picked up a bunch of this stuff for you, Bug, in case you're interested in it. I know you like vintage greeting cards and the foldable stuff. Hi, Debs. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. We're just chatting. I had a box here that I didn't show. I've been sick all week, hence why I look like this. But yeah. But we just went through a box of mostly paper stuff. Yeah, shoot me an email. I have Jerry's book set aside here, so I'll get a price. You can certainly always watch back older haul videos too, because I've had quite a few of them recently with the 127 sale, and we did a couple of estate sales. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I doubt he's going to want to go anywhere, so I may go hit some sales tomorrow by myself, depending on how I feel. I'm not feeling good when I don't go to it. There was 3 estate sales today, and I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, nope. So, I'm not feeling good when I pass a good estate sale, but maybe I'll feel better tomorrow. Hey, Bree, did you see those Arizona glasses that we came across? They're really collectible cactus glasses. They're a little dishwasher, um, when you actually put your glasses through the dishwasher and then they fade. I didn't know if you would be interested in those. I'm going to have him put those up on Vamp, I think. Trying to think what else I haven't shown. I do have 2 soda pop crates too that I picked up. I do have Coca-Cola. I have soda pop brand, soda pop shop. I think I have a 7-Up and a Coca-Cola and a Pepsi. And maybe a Town Club one. I'm not sure. So if you're into those wooden crates too, I'd have to ship it, obviously. But we have a really cool cuckoo clock. If anybody knows anything about clocks, we've been holding on to it for a while. Comes with the weights and everything. I have that cuckoo clock. Trying to think what other oddball things. Oh, the cozy cups. If you're into the vintage cozy cups, the plastic, do you know what I'm talking about? The plastic cups with the sleeves that go down in it for coffee or hot cocoa. I have a whole lot of those. If somebody is interested in some of those, they display really nice. They come in blue, avocado green, mustard yellow, orange, and brown. I mean, the colors of the 70s, pretty much. You're interested in the fairy candles. Why are you buying my fairy candles, girl? I don't even know how much they are. The and the at the small jar. Fairy candles. I don't know what jar you mean. Candles. We got that. What jar are you talking about? I am feeling a little bit better, Deb. Still feel a little under the weather, but I'm getting there. Are you talking about this? I have to figure out how old this thing is. I can't say as I've ever seen an Atlas jar this little. The lid, I mean, it was full of dirt and sand, and the top is corroded, but it's in good condition. I rinsed it all out. It's like a zinc lid. But this little Atlas, I've never seen a mason jar this little. This would be so cute with. Are you still there? Someone was trying to call my phone. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll tell you what, I was surprised to see how much that playing card set, the Noritake one, I looked it up. It sells anywhere from 100, well, it's listed 150 to like $350. I mean, that's crazy. I paid $1 a dish for them. There's 4. I have it. I think I'm going to list it on Vamp for $99, which is really good compared to what they're listed for. Have you ever been to the Midwest Holiday Antique Show in Canfield? I don't think I've ever been to Canfield. Where is that? Canfield, Ohio? Canfield, Ohio. I don't know. I don't think I've been. I don't. I don't even know where Canfield is. I know where Canton is. I've never heard of Canfield. I don't think. I did purchase about 8. No, more than that. Maybe about 12. I don't know, 10. We'll say 10. Purchased about 10 Christmas elves, knee hugger ones. And those should be coming this week. So they will be up for grabs too. I think I have one in particular that I might keep because whenever I get the knee huggers in, they always sell for me. So I don't think I even have one in my collection, so I might be keeping one. Oh, and did you guys see the devil knee hugger that I found? I don't know if you did or not, but I'd be happy to show them to you again. I think I showed him briefly. Let me grab him real quick. He's pretty cool. I've never seen him before. I think he's cute. He's so ugly, he's cute. How about that? Bum, 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 bum. I've never seen And he's not for sale right now. I think I might hold on to him for a little bit. He might eventually be for sale. But he's a big knee hugger, Alf. He does have a little condition issue. He's got first off, we got him in a barn. It was a barn sale, but it was a very nice barn, like it's shelving and air conditioned and music, and it was like it almost could be a house. But he did get a little hole on his tushy there, and then he's got a hole in his leg right there. So I have to figure out how to maybe put a little patch on him or something, maybe like a little iron-on patch. Um, but his legs are pretty. I mean, he's a pretty big guy. Have you ever seen a devil? He's got his little tail. Have you ever seen a devil knee hugger? I haven't. I think he's made by Kmart. And you may be able to find him on eBay, maybe even in better condition than this one is, but I think I paid $10 for him in the barn. Everything I got from that barn sale, I paid $100 for, so it all works out in the end. They were super, super nice people and invited us back to go through the house, hopefully. So that'll be the next thing that we do. Do they come in different sizes? I didn't know that. Maybe there's 2 different sizes of them. I'm gonna see if I can wipe him off a little bit. We were so rushed because we were gone from like early in the morning till late at night. Had to bring everything in, then go to bed and get up early. That 127 took it out of me. I was like, I don't even know. And like I said, there wasn't a lot of people. The first day the weather was horrible. We had rain and it was super hot and it was just miserable. But I know I like him. What I do is I'll go through phases where I'll find something and I'm like obsessed with it. Keep him, and then eventually I'll move him along to someone else. So that's usually what I do. But I do have all my little favorites upstairs. He did wipe off nicely. Look at him. I have some favorites upstairs, of course, my little vintage kitchens. I love those. If you ever come across any of the little metal kitchen stuff, I'm always looking for that. I'm also looking for those, I forget the name of them. They're the astronaut glass bottles, the soda pop ones. But I know how expensive those are, but I'm looking for those. Bug, I didn't know if these were vintage or not. Do you think these are? I did find some green ones that are vintage, but I don't know if these are. I know you're looking for old pipe cleaners. If you don't think these are, I'll probably use them in my Crafts Galaxy bottles. That's what it is. Yes. I'm drawn to those, but they're too expensive. We were bidding on we were going to bid on a set still in the box on eBay. And it was like, I want to say it was like $300 or something. Gina was like, just get them if you want them, because I talk about them all the time. And then I was going through the list of the bottles, and he had purposely kept out specific bottles and duplicated the ones. So I think it's the black bottle that's hard to find, and maybe one other one. He kept those out and gave duplicates of the red ones, and I thought that was pretty shady. And we were like, listen, if you just give us one of each flavor in the case, because it's a case. He's like, no, you're going to pay more if you want those ones. And I don't know. I didn't like it. And I told Gino, I said, absolutely not. Do not bid on that. I'm not giving him any of my money. He was so rude. Plus, we were paying for shipping too. And he was just, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, nope. Yeah. Hi, Lena. I do have your items that you emailed me about that I gave you a quote on. I have those set aside for you already. I think I'm probably going to pack up what I can on Sunday, depending on how I feel. But we'll try and get packages out next week. It might be a little hard because if Gino's sick, he usually runs them to the post office, but we'll see what we can do. Hi, Clint. Clint, I got Halloween stuff. Look at these little pumpkins. I think these are little light covers too. Those are probably right up your alley. And the other cool thing, which I haven't decided if I want to keep this yet or if I want to sell it. But look at this vintage record, Georgie's Halloween. Is that not the cutest? It's from 1958, which is the year Gino was born. Yeah, I'll work on it this weekend. In the meantime, if there's anything else you're interested in, Lena, just shoot me an email and I'll get you a price. And that goes for everyone too. If there's something you're interested in, if it's for sale, I can get you a price. If it's just one item, we can start a box for you. That sort of thing. But yeah, lots of fun items, mostly paper in this lot, and birthday candles. So that was fun. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night. Was there anything else anybody else wanted to see? Oh my goodness, I was like, what? Yeah. Well, he must be feeling okay if he's on his phone. Because I'll tell you what, I wasn't awake to do any of that. Oh, you did a vintage Halloween unboxing. Cool. But I'll probably get it done on Sunday just because it drives me crazy knowing that I have stuff down here that needs to be done and I'm not doing it. So I got to do it. It's got to get done. I really want to do a craft along and I cannot find my felting stuff. I wanted to do, I started making a little snowman head because I have those little cups, the vintage snowman cups. I can't find any of my felting stuff to make a snowman head, to make any mushrooms. I don't know what I did with it. I'm very good about stashing stuff and hiding stuff. So my sale was on, hi Kitschy Corner. I can't remember if it was a Bug or Kitschy Corner that was looking for the vintage pipe cleaners. My brain's not working. My sales are on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I didn't have one this week because I was still sick. But I will have one next week, whether I'm sick or not, because that'd be week 3 of no sale. And it's driving me crazy because I have so much stuff down here. What I should do is do a sale, 24-hour sale marathon. How crazy would that be? 24 hours. Okay, maybe that's a little much. But like a late sale, it would have to be on like a Friday or a Saturday. And just like move the camera with me. What I was thinking is doing ephemera, emptying off one of my packing tables and laying out ephemera, and basically for a set price, whether it's $10 or whatever, you basically put together your own ephemera pack you get to pick so many items off the table and build your own ephemera pack. I thought of doing that. And then I thought of doing some pre-made packs. It's just going to be a lot of work. I have so much stuff down here. And then today I was thinking, I'm like, do I even want to do this anymore? Gosh, I just put it on Marketplace and be like, come empty my basement. Because I'm just overloaded with stuff. And there's no room down here to even do anything. So I'm to that point too, where I'm debating on whether to even keep reselling or um, to pack it all up and move it on to the next person. So we have to figure it out. Yeah, the next sale is going to be Thursday, 8 p.m. Back to our normal time. We didn't do it last Thursday because we had the 127 sale, or I'm saying the week before was 127, and then we got sick from the 127. So we've been down all week. Well, I have been. So we will be having it Sunday for sure. Maybe I'll do a pop-up sale tomorrow. I don't know. I'm supposed to go to a baby shower, but we're all kind of sick. So I don't know if any of us are going to be able to go. And so I'll be stuck here at the house, depending on how I feel. Yeah. Or if anybody wants to drive to my house with an empty car, I'll make you a great deal. I'm going to have to really downsize my Christmas stuff this year because it's just out of control as well, which means getting rid of a lot of my stuff that I love. I wish I was too, because I probably have a lot of stuff you like too. If you love paper and stuff, I got you covered. Bree, you were here. You had the pick of the basement. She didn't want anything. She didn't want nothing. Oh my gosh. I'm in Sylvania, which is, outside of Toledo. Bree didn't want nothing. I tried to give her stuff. Yeah. My whole thing is I love to find it. It's all about the hunt for me. And then whatever. I like to find it for somebody. So if somebody needs a personal shopper and then I spend my weekends, you give me money to shop and I find you these items and then give you the items and then I get the joy of having found it. And then guess what? You get the item. That would be my dream job. And I would almost do it. Like I would do it for free basically. Because that's what I like. It's good exercise. It gets me out of the house. It's competitive for me, especially at like estate sales and stuff when you're going through trying to grab stuff. Um, so I think that would be an ideal thing for me is just to be the personal shopper for somebody else. So you send me a check. You say, this is what I'm looking for. And then I have a month to find these items, fill up the box, and then I send you the box. Yeah, that's me too. I literally have a whole thing of wool, a whole bin of wool waiting for me to craft with, and I can't find my felting pad and all of my my needles. It's like, oh my gosh. And it's a big thing. It's like this big. What do I do with it? I probably hid it before Bree got here, which it was a mess in this basement anyway, but I'm really good. And Gino will tell you this. I'm good at stashing stuff. If I know somebody's coming over, everything's getting hid. I am going to hide it everywhere. And then I'll find it like a month later. It's like, oh, that's where I put it. Why did I put it here? I mean, if there's a cubby or something, it's going in the drawers. I am known for that. Yes. Yeah, I don't know where Canfield is. You're going to steal your background when you're not looking. My background. And I will have you know, people, I've had a lot of people ask about this picture up here. The little girl climbing up on the cabinet. I got her from the 127th last year. We went back to that guy's house because I'm pretty sure he told me he took that picture. And he's like, no, I didn't take that picture. And I was like, you told me you took a picture. Well, I do take pictures, but I don't remember taking that one. And I'm like, because I wanted to see if he had any more copies of it or some other ones similar. He didn't have nothing this year. We didn't even buy anything from there. So that was kind of a bummer. 3 hours the other side of Akron. Huh. An hour from Pittsburgh. Yeah, probably about 3 hours. Yeah. He was telling a story. Yeah, he was saying how he had a book signing because he wrote a book and he was there signing his book. And it was something about like ghosts. I forgot about this. It was about ghosts of like soldiers and stuff, and it was featured on Travel Channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, Gino, should we tell him that we're on the Travel Channel too? And he just looked at me. I was like, for ghost stuff too. And so we didn't though. But hi, Mary. I thought it was funny. It's like, oh, you're on the Travel Channel, so are we. I have not heard anybody talk about that in a while. I wonder if it's still playing. Gina always thinks that they play it around Valentine's Day because it's like a ghost love story. But I haven't seen it for a while. It's in November. Well, we're going to Springfield in September. So I don't know if Gina would be up to going there in November. Wait, September. October's between there. Maybe. Maybe I could talk him into it. 3 hours is quite a drive. We're not able to spend the night in Springfield because we weren't sure if Gina was going to have shoulder surgery and if we would be able to go. It was all up in the air at that time, and we didn't want to like hold a room if we weren't able to go and then spend all this money. So we canceled our room at the Michael's, his inn. So we canceled that room and we're just going to go for a day if we can go. So it depends. Yeah, 3 hours I would say is probably max too, for sure. And then I get a little antsy. Well, really, I fall asleep in the car anyway. So, but I feel like I have to keep an eye on Gino because sometimes he tailgates or, drives too fast or he's not paying attention and he might hit something. So I have to be, watch him. But I do like to nap in the car too. I'm a passenger princess. I like to sing, I like to nap, and I like to have snacky snacks in the car too. And be comfortable. Sometimes I like to wear slippers in the car. A pillow is nice. Yes. Oh my gosh. So it is the TV show called A Haunting. We were on an episode of that out in California because we had some paranormal stuff going on, and it was very, very interesting. I think the episode is called When the Lights Go Out. If you ever want to look it up, it is kind of goofy because they added stuff in that didn't happen, and they left out a lot of stuff that did happen. So it is a very interesting experience that happened. Okay. Did you guys just see something or is that just me? Did you see anything on there over here or no? Something. That just freaked me out because I thought Gino was coming down the stairs. You're not going to be able to see it, but I couldn't tell. Okay, that was trippy. No. It looked like a not a disco ball, but something shiny and bright over here. It literally caught my eye. I thought it was Gino coming down, but then I was like, no, there's nothing there. Anyway, oh my god. I think I need to take some Advil or something. But anyway, it was very interesting experience. We didn't tell anybody about it, and then I started getting messages from like when we lived out in California. Um, One of my friends was like, she messaged me. She's like, I'm cleaning, I'm vacuuming, and I look up and you're on my TV. She's like, are you on a TV show? She was all freaked out. I was like, oh my god, because we thought it will play once, and we're not telling anybody. Blah 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 blah. Yes, we had a lot of lights and electrical stuff happen. It was so trippy. I could tell you the story about it, but it would take a while. We thought it was going to play once and then be done, and we never thought about like reruns, but you know how it will play repeat. Never took that into account, and no, they weren't. I never saw anything other people did in our house. We had hosted a wedding. It all started. Let me just tell you. I'll tell you the story, okay? It all started. My mom passed away suddenly in 2011, and we were getting married on 11/11/11. She passed away like like a month before. She passed away October 17th, like right before we unexpectedly. And she was coming out for the wedding. So we were like, I didn't know if I still wanted to get married. I'll probably start crying telling this story, but Gino's like, let's just still do it. So we were running off to Reno to get married underneath the arch in downtown Reno. We were just getting married outside. And then it was weird because we were getting married 11/11/11, which is the sign of an angel, right? 11/11. And then it ended up there was 11 people at our wedding. They had to give us a different room, and it was on the 11th floor. We had been together 11 years. It was all these weird 11s that were coming up. It was so weird and not planned. The 11/11/11 was planned, but none of the other ones were. And it was super weird. So we ran off. We got married. We went to Virginia City, which is outside of Reno, for like a little honeymoon thing. His daughter was with us. You know, she had her own room and stuff. Because we're into like the history and stuff. We walked through a cemetery there. There was this cool rock on the ground. I picked it up. I thought it was a cool looking rock. I'm weird like that. I put the rock in the car from the cemetery. And Gino's like, are you sure you want to take that? I was like, it's just a rock. So I took it. And then his daughter had taken all the pictures of our wedding. She's a photographer. She had a brand new iPhone. And then we had a photographer that was taking pictures. Well, all this weird stuff started happening immediately. We got home. You sure you want me to tell this story? It's so weird. So we drove home after being there for a few days. And my car's in the driveway at our house. And as we're pulling up, the dome light is on in my car and the tail lights are on. And I'm like, is somebody trying to steal my car right now? What the heck? So Gino runs in the house to get my car keys because my car keys are in the house. I'm looking in the window of the car. There's nobody in there. And then he comes out. The dome light goes off and the tail lights go off. I'm thinking the person is in the trunk because you can get through the seat to get into the trunk of the car. So I'm thinking somebody's trying to steal my car and they're in the trunk. So he pops the trunk. There's nobody in there. And he's like, that was weird. Like, those two lights can't come on together. I don't know. It was a weird thing. So we were like, that's weird. The lights were just randomly on, and they weren't on until we started to pull up. Then they came on. Okay. So that was strange. Then the next day, my stepdaughter, who has a brand new iPhone that took all the pictures were lost. The phone was in some weird lock state. Couldn't, like, it was all ruined. She couldn't recover any of the photos. All the photos from the wedding were gone. I think, did she get a new phone? Something with the phone. I think she had to get a whole nother phone. So we lost all of our wedding photos from her phone. I went to the bank to deposit checks from the wedding, and their calculator malfunctioned, and she put the wrong amount for the checks, and it was a big old mess. Then I go to develop photos. That's what I go to CVS, I think it was, and use their machine to do photos. I think I plugged my phone in, right? Machine breaks down. Can't get any photos printed. And it was just one electrical thing after another. It was so weird. I think there was something else that happened too, and I can't remember what it was. But I was telling Gina, I was like, gosh, that's weird. Like, this happened and this happened. And we were both mad about the photos getting all messed up. So you would think so, but it gets better. So then I have the rock. I put the rock. I have a memorial cabinet for my mom and my grandma. At the time, my dad was still alive, so I didn't have him in there, but I have my mom's bluebirds in there, all of her stuff in there. Like, I find little mother stuff, I put it in there. And I also have my first husband, who had passed away suddenly as well. I have his ashes. Well, those were underneath the bed with my wedding dress, and I have the clothes that he passed away in. I have all of his stuff there, and I have some pictures of him and some of his stuff in my memorial cabinet too. So, I put the rock in the memorial cabinet, don't think anything of it. Well, things started happening around, not so much in Napa. We ended up the following year buying a house, and we moved into this new house. The house wasn't that old. And, but we were buying a lot of antiques and stuff at this time. A lot of stuff. We hosted a wedding at our house, and this house had not an attic, it had a second level that was open, like a loft. And so we hosted a wedding, and people kept saying, is someone upstairs? Because I keep seeing someone, like some movement up there. And we're like, no, nobody's up there, blah, blah, blah. That was weird. And then weird stuff started happening, electrical stuff. I had a lighting fixture come out of the ceiling and almost hit me. I was holding my dog at the time, and we got out of the way. It shattered all over the floor. I opened a cabinet, and there was glasses in there. I went to reach for a glass, and it shattered in my face. Light bulbs 2 different times, and these are like 26-foot ceilings. Making dinner, light bulb comes down twice. That happened. So that was weird and unexplainable. But, we had an earthquake not too long before that. So maybe something to do with that. That's how we just talked it off. But then lights would go off and on. I would hear music. He would hear music. He would hear a lady singing. Every time I walked down this hallway, the hair on my neck would go up because I felt like somebody was right behind me. And I would never go upstairs by myself, ever. I have goosebumps talking about it. I always felt like something was up there, and I would never go up there. If I had to go up there, because I kept all my stuff, especially at night, Gina would have to go up with me. And it's an open loft overlooking the living room. And at night, I would never look up there at night because I'd have to turn all the lights off and go to bed and go down that scary hallway. And so I would always turn the light on, and when I got into the bedroom, I would flip it and run and get in bed because I always had a feeling there was something there. My brother came to stay at our house and stayed in the guest room. I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and this is just all the different stuff happening. And he's sitting in the living room like this at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I think we had a blow up mattress in there for him because at the time we didn't even have a bed in there. And he's like, "I can't sleep in there. Um, just it's a weird feeling in there." He refused to sleep in that room. I don't know what happened. He didn't really say. And then Gino's dad and mom stayed in that room. And when he was sleeping, he asked me the next day, "Did you come in my room and rub my face like that? And your hand was really cold?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Somebody took their hand and went like this down my face." I was like, "Oh man, that's creepy, right?" So we kind of joked about it. We're like, "Oh my gosh." But more and more stuff happened. Stuff would move or be moved. Like I would see it move, but it would be here and then it wouldn't be there. And then Gino would start hearing things. I'd be sleeping, felt somebody sit on the end of the bed. Just all this weird stuff happening. A lot of electrical stuff. Gino had issues when he would leave for work, doors slamming after he had already closed the door. After this had been going on for a while, I was like, we need to because we didn't tell each other some of the stuff that was going on. And then we finally did. And he told me everything that was going on. And I was like, this has been happening, blah, blah, blah. So there was a local paranormal group um, that was out there. And I'm actually still friends with her on here. And they said, yeah, they'll come out and do an investigation. And we're like, okay. So they set it all up. And there's like a person running a camera. There's a medium. And then, there's 4 different people. One of them has since passed away. But so they come out and they have us sit in the living room on this couch in the dark. And they split up and they each go in different rooms and they're doing different things. And I mean to tell you, it was creepy, okay? Um, for the most part, I would say the medium, he creeped me out a little bit because he was taking notes and kind of like following like somebody, okay? He was going from room to room. And then Gino and I with the dogs are sitting on the couch. And he comes out into the room we're in, and it's pitch black, but you can still see a little bit. And I see him, and he looks right over my shoulder. And he goes, and then he writes something in his book, and he walks out. And I look at Gino and was like, what the heck was that? And they're going on for a little while. And then he's like, we're going to take a break. So I'm like, oh, I have a cheese tray here. So he tells Gino, I want to talk to you outside. So he takes Gino out there and he's like, look, I'm getting a young male that absolutely hates you. Wants you dead pretty much. And who do you know that's passed away that this could be, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't know. He's going through, he can't figure it out, whatever. So I got the cheese tray. I walk outside to set it on the table, and I hear them talking, and he says a specific phrase that I knew somebody that said that specific phrase exactly about Gino. And I almost dropped the cheese tray because now at this point I realize what is going on. And it all starts to make sense. Because it all started when I got married to Gino. That's when it all started. Didn't put it together. And my first husband did not like Gino at all. As a matter of fact, him and I were still friends. He was living back here. I was living in California. He wanted me to come back to Ohio. He would say specific things about Gino that I never told Gino about. But anyway, yeah. And this medium said, let me read to you what he's saying to me. And he was reading verbatim some of the things that I never told anybody. Nobody knows about except for me and him. And said the exact thing. And I was just like, oh. Figured it out. It was my first husband who did not like him at all, and just wanted me to come back home. And so it was very sad, but yeah. So he did say that there were 3 females in the house as well, which I believe is my mom, my grandma, and my cousin, who had passed away from like a drug overdose. And he said they were asking her, the younger one, they were asking her why she was the way she was and why she did the things she did, which would make sense for my mom and my grandma. And I said, well, when you looked over my shoulder and made notes, and he said there was a benevolent female behind me with her arms around you both saying, back off, they're mine. And he said, I think that was probably your mom. She's here and she's protecting you, because your ex is very angry. So he's doing things so you notice. Okay. He's not trying to hurt anybody, but he wants you to know he's here and that he's angry. So it was like a whole freaking thing. Oh my God. They gave us pictures of the different auras and like, oh my God, it was just crazy. They ended up coming back and doing a cleansing and a blessing, and they ended up crossing him over, which makes me cry every time I talk about it. So they were able to cross him over at the age that he wanted to be at, and he wanted me to know that, he wanted my forgiveness from stuff that had happened, and it was stuff that's what was causing him to be stuck and angry. I won't cry, but my mom helped him pass over too. So I knew I was gonna cry. But anyway, they show some of that, but not all of it in the show. They have actors that portray us, but the story gets a little weird with the way they do it for TV. So they added a bunch of stuff and that didn't happen. But it's a very weird story. But we haven't had any issues since then. But once in a while, I feel like I see something. I don't really hear anything, but I feel like I see something, but nothing's happened here. Here comes Gigi. But it was a very interesting experience. It was creepy at first, but I'm in this basement now all the time, and I'm not scared to come down here at all, where I was scared to go in the attic at the other house or the loft. So here comes Bubba. I feel like I'm getting sniffles again. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Why don't you say hi?
Hi.
They ended up crossing him over, the medium did. It was pretty sad. He kept coming up and down the stairs saying he wants to say this to you. He wants you to know this. And he wants your forgiveness for this. And then he was able to cross them over. I ended up bringing his ashes back because pretty sad story. His brother was, it was him, his mom, and his brother because his dad had passed away. His brother was killed in a freak accident like a few years later. And so his mom now is all by herself. I feel really bad. Like, I feel bad. I should probably go over there, but I kind of think she just wants to be left alone. But I brought his ashes back to give to her so she could put them with his when she spread them. But she's lost both of her boys, and they were pretty young. So he was only 41 when he passed away. That's pretty young. So if you do watch it, it's a little wonky, and some of that stuff did not happen.
Well, not the way they portray it.
No, but a lot of it did. Oh, I left out the most important thing. I left out the most important thing. It's a sad story, yes. Gino started having issues with his eye. He couldn't see out of his eye. He had like a occlusion, and he was going to the eye doctor, and they're like, we have to give you injections in your eye. So he was going through a series of getting injections in his eye. this is the weirdest part of the whole thing. I don't know how I forgot it. That's in that show. It does show it. I mean, he was getting injections in his eyeball. They had scheduled surgery where they were going to have to go in and like lance it, but it was going to cause permanent damage to his eye. But they were going to go in and do a procedure to do that. And then something happened where it got postponed, right?
No. Because they were gonna.
Wasn't she out of town or something? Or
Well, yeah. They do
yeah.
Christmas and New Year's.
So this was going on while all of this was happening. His eye, and she was supposed to have his procedure done, but then they had to postpone it because I think the doctor was going to be out of town. In the meantime, we had the cleansing and the blessing done in the house. He goes to have the procedure done after that, and she's like,
No, I insisted that she retest it because it'd been like 6
Okay.
weeks.
so he said, can you test it before you do this procedure because it's going to be done basically. And so they went in and checked it, and he didn't need the procedure. It had like fixed itself suddenly. And then it dawned on me, it was your right eye. And my ex-husband had a glass right eye. He had a glass eye for that eye. So we think that he was like targeting his eye. It was just really weird stuff. Like, how do you explain that? And the doctor's like, I don't understand. It's like, you don't need the surgery now. And he's like, what? And that was right after we had the cleansing. Had he had that procedure done before the cleansing and the blessing? I don't know. Freaky, unexplainable. Gino can tell you a whole bunch of stuff that he experienced. And the weird thing too was my dogs saw stuff. Sophie in particular, the medium, when he was doing the stuff, he goes, whose dog is this? And I said, that's Gino's dog, Sophie. And he said, no, she's here for you, and she's been with you a long time. Isn't that what he said? Like, she's been here a very long time with you. Kind of like, it's my dog. Like, whenever passes away, moves into the next dog. And it's so funny because I had a dog that with the same characteristics as Sophie, and her name was Coco. It was just weird. It was trippy, but Sophie would lay on the bed and look out in that hall, and she would see something, or she would look up at the ceiling like this, and you're like, it would trip me out. I'd be like, stop it. I don't know what you see, but quit it. So yeah. Anyway, that's part of the ghost story. That's not all of it, but that's some of it. And we thought it was the antiques. We thought something was attached to the antiques or that rock, and it wasn't. I'm just saying. Because sometimes people were telling me, you have all these antiques, something's attached to that. And I need to tell you, that can happen, because here's another creepy story. My friend who had her wedding at my house, we had an old phone booth there. Okay, an old phone booth. Family pictures all over the inside. We're getting ready for her wedding shower, I think it was, and her daughters were coming over to help. And that photo booth had been like that for a couple years. No issues.
Did they put pictures of her in it or something? Or no?
No. We were getting ready, and I heard a crash. I go out. There's one of my family photos on the floor of the phone booth. And I was like, what the heck? So I just kind of set it aside. 2 more pictures fell. What? And she had given me this doll that was her mom's, and it was a really cute doll. It looks similar to this one here, but with black hair. And it had the ribbon from where she showed it in her school back in the 40s. And it took 2nd place or something. She's like, oh yeah, I know you like antiques. I have this doll. If you want it, you can have it. Well, I'm weird. I have this wood box, and I still have it over there that looks like it got dug up somewhere. It kind of looked like a little casket. And I thought, okay, I just opened it up, and I put the doll in there with some other stuff. I came home on different occasions and that doll was outside of the box. One time I came home and she was like she was trying to crawl out a little bit, and I was like, weird. Set her back up in there, didn't think any. Then I came home again. She is like fully outside of the box, like she crawled out. And I asked Gino, I said, "Did you touch this doll? Because it's just me and him. Like the dogs aren't getting up there." He's like, "No." How did the doll get out? Okay, that creeped me out enough when the pictures started falling. That creeped me out. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if that doll was. Oh, we had put the doll in the phone booth. That's what it was. Because I was trying to clear the way to have stuff put, for the shower to have room. And so I took the doll and I put her in the phone booth. That's what it was. And then the pictures started falling. Before that, the doll had been trying to crawl out. I gave that doll back to her. I was like, you need to take this with you because it tripped me out a little bit. So she did end up taking that doll home. I don't know if she still has it, but that doll is no longer with me. Nope. But we had a lot of crap happen in that house. There's a video if you go on my YouTube, not my YouTube, TikTok. It's posted on TikTok. It might even be on Instagram. My dad passed away. He had been sick with dementia, long time. It was kind of expected. We were sound asleep. And you know how you have Ring cameras?
We were out of town.
No.
Yeah, we were out of
Hun,
town.
I'm talking about the fire.
Oh, man.
We're sound asleep. I don't know. It's probably like 3 a.m,
Yep.
something like that. And all of a sudden the doorbell rings. We're like, you jump out of bed. You're like, what the heck? It's 3 a.m. So you open up your phone app and you're looking. There's nobody there. So then you watch back. Nobody hit the doorbell. And you're like, what the heck? So Gino walks outside at 3 a.m. I'm telling him, don't go outside. They could be hiding or something. I'm inside with the Ring thing open, kind of watching. You see him walk out to the driveway, and then he comes hustling back, and he's like, call 911. And I'm like, what? He's like, there's a fire out there. And this was in like really dry conditions where, all the wildfires out in California. Well, a car parked in front of our house and caught on fire, and it was like across the street, but in front of our house. It was starting to catch the tree on fire and then the neighbor's fence, and everything was dry. And we're like, what the heck? There's nobody there. So then we call 911, and I'm like tripped out now because I'm like, who hit the doorbell to wake us up? Number one, because we would have, if we were sleeping and then the house caught on fire. It's like somebody was protecting us. And so he was like, I bet you it was your dad that did that. And I was like, oh my gosh, because it doesn't show anybody on the camera. There's nobody around. We call 911. The fire department comes. The road is black, like charred, like it stayed like that for a while. But yeah, that was an interesting thing. And then we have, I think, some maybe videos still on the Ring camera of the fire, but we don't have that. But an interesting thing is we were out of town, and Gino checked the camera footage. And it shows like 1 o'clock in the morning or something, our back porch, you see a silhouette of a person walking in front of the camera, see-through. You could it's so eerie. I can't explain it. And Gino's like, that's probably your dad, just keeping an eye on things. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're drawn to me or if it was that house. The medium said that there was, what did he say, a open door or something, or how did he put it? There was a pathway there.
Yeah, he said people were coming and going
In
all
that
different generations and eras. Indians, Native people,
Native Americans. He said you have a pathway through this house where it's just a constant pathway for people coming through. They're walking in and walking through. And I was like, oh my God. So we ended up getting out of that house. We haven't had any issues, but it is pretty crazy for sure. It was in California, Vallejo. And then the funny thing is, this is the funny part. it had aired that weekend. Him and I go to Red Lobster for dinner. We sit down, and the waitress goes, and she's looking at him and looking at me. Do you remember what she said? She was like, "You look familiar." And then she goes, "Were you just on a haunting?" And I was like, "Oh, dear Lord." And she goes, "Oh my God. Oh my God. I just watched that." And she was like freaking out. She goes, "What can I get you?" And I was like, it was like Shrimp Fest or something. I don't even remember. I was Red Lobster famous. Let me tell you, she was bringing out so much shrimp. We had the shrimp sweats, and she just kept bringing it out. She's like, "You could take it home." I was like, "Okay, girl." It was so funny though. I was like, "Gino, you made it when you get recognized at Red Lobster, and you get extra free shrimp." And then it was at the grocery store. This is about a month later. I'm telling you all my funny stories now. And I'm shopping, and I don't ever think about it. We've been recognized a few times, but I just never think about it. I wouldn't recognize somebody from one of those shows. But these two young girls were kind of looking, and then they were whispering to their mom. And the mom comes up, and she's like, "They want to know if you were just on a scary show." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah," and I'm like, "Oh my God." So then I get to the checkout. I was like, "Okay, I got to tell Gino that, somebody recognized me." I get to the check stand, and this little girl, she's maybe like 4 or 5. She keeps looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go. She's going to say something." I'm like, she's very little though. And she talks to her mom. And then the mom looks over at me, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." The little girl was like 4 or 5 years old. I'm like, she is not watching this type of show. So then the mom goes, "My daughter thinks that you're her favorite actress." And I go, "Oh, yeah?" And she's like, "Yeah. You know who Melissa McCarthy is?" And I was like, "Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no." And the cashier's like, I must have made a look like, "Are you effing kidding me?" And the cashier's like, "Well, I don't know why you're upset. She's a lovely lady." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't want to be like, she is, but I don't want to be like, you look like Melissa McCarthy. Oh, thank you so much." Like, I'm dying. I'm thinking she's going to say something because those other girls said something. But had I really thought about it, she's only like 5 years old. She's not watching a paranormal TV show. She sees me as like Melissa McCarthy from her TV show.
Wow.
I'm like, it better not be Bridesmaid Melissa McCarthy, because we're going to have a problem, little girl.
I've heard you in the bathroom.
I will trip your butt on the way outside.
Some of the things you've done in the bathroom could be.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, it was funny. And then our cemetery, they didn't know about it either. And we go in there to check on our monument, and they both come running in the office, and they're like, "Jeff has something to tell you."
That's the president.
And he's the president of the cemetery. And he's like, was it him watching or her? Stephanie.
I think.
Stephanie, the one girl, the secretary, saw us on TV. She called him. Then they both started watching, and then they were talking back and forth because they saw the show. And so they were confronting us about it. It was like, "Oh my God, this thing's never going to go away." It was so funny. Well, it's not funny, but you know what I mean. It's like, you don't think about the reruns and stuff like that. But it's on all the time still, apparently. It's in California, yeah. That was a beautiful house there, too. I love that house. Never felt really comfortable in that house, though. Which is weird because it was a newer house. I feel more comfortable in this one. And I could be in the basement with, like, no... Something was definitely going on there. So, I don't know. But anyway... They were just... I know. His family thinks we're weird already, and it's like, you tell them the story and they're just like, Like they don't believe it. Well, guess what? If you lived it, you would believe it. But until it happens to you, then you're not going to. Because Gino never believed any of that until it happened to him. So, it is what it is. But it's uh, things happen out there. And his mom has had some experiences too. So I don't know. But until it happens to you, you may not believe it, but it happens. So, oh goodness. Well, it's after 9. It is peaceful. No issues. Yeah, nothing going on here that I know of anyway. I saw something out of the corner of my eye here. I don't know what I caught that could have been like that, but maybe someone was just saying hi. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I've done enough talking. You guys are probably all bored. Um, oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Well, if you guys saw anything that you're interested in, just shoot me an email. Otherwise, I may pop on and do a pop-up sale tomorrow. Not 100% sure if I will, but you may see a pop-up sale. I don't know what we would sell. I mean, I've already done Christmas a few times. I think I did Halloween too, so maybe we'll just pick some random stuff and do that. So, or I'll just set up my camera over there and we'll just do a shop my shelves and my floor and my tables. All right. Yeah, he moved on. I'm gonna go upstairs and make some toast or something, I think. And take some more medicine. I'm starting to get congested now, and I'm not sure why I haven't really been congested. So that's lovely. All right, guys, you have a wonderful night. Thanks for sticking around, listening to me ramble on. But I will see you possibly tomorrow. If not, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. You could certainly email me. Okay? You take care. Be safe. Be good. Be blessed. And be healthy. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.